Hello financial algebra students, welcome to the new year. We're going to pick up right where we left off, and that is studying the break-even points. If you recall, we have these two equations. R stands for revenue, and the graph of this is a parabola. E stands for expense, and this is a linear function. Now, revenue is money coming in from selling your product. Expenses is the money that it costs you to make the product. The break-even point would be if revenue equals expense. So we ran into a couple problems doing this before break. One was we don't have access to graphing calculators, so we couldn't find the intersection points. If you graph the parabola and the line, where they intersect at is the break-even points. So what it came down to was we were trying to solve this equation, setting the two equations equal to each other. And we used Google Lens to do that. What we're going to see today is we're going to solve that equation a different way. If we can solve this algebraically, then we have our break-even points. Well, what we're going to do is put this quadratic equation into standard form. You may recall that. What that means is the quadratic equation is set equal to 0. So the first thing I'm going to do is add this p term to this one, and we have minus 500 p squared plus 33,500 p equals 238,000. Now our last step is to subtract this number You see on the right side we have a 0. Now there's no like term to subtract this from, so we just end up with 500 p squared plus 33,500 p minus 238,000. So our job now becomes solving that equation. You may recall this formula. That is called the quadratic formula. That formula can be used to solve that equation. The A is that term, the B is that term, and the C is that term. So we have A is minus 500, B is 33,500, and the C is negative 238,000. Now, I'm not going to ask you to plug those numbers into that formula. We're now going to jump over to Google Sheets and let Google Sheets do the formula for us.